Looking at the audience here, today I realized how diverse is Poland. I had no idea Poland was such a diverse country. Hashtag today I learned. Number two, it's sort of a feeling of deja vu for me to be here because a few years ago I had my farewell party here. And there were about 30 odd people here who were here to bid me goodbye and never know if you'd see each other again. Anyway, when I was 8, I wanted to become a nanotechnologist. I had no idea what that word meant. I read an article in the newspaper and I instantly became a fan. Nanotechnology it is. When I was 18, I wanted to become a documentary filmmaker. Now between 8 and 18, I wanted to become a doctor, a computer engineer, a lawyer, a scientist, a politician, and probably a few hundred other things. I ended up studying journalism, and I ended up becoming a marketer. So what is the relation of all of this, you ask? The relation is, I'm going to talk to you about the beginning. The beginning of my tryst with marketing, with a little bit of Poland. Jean-Luc Godard, one of my favorite filmmakers, once said, a story has 3 parts. A beginning, a middle, and an end. But never in that order. So bear with me as I jump through timelines while narrating my story. Dude, do you want to do an internship? A friend of mine asked. Sure, what it is? Well, it's a fashion tech startup and you have to upload the raw data into the back end of the CMS. Well, I have no idea what you just said, but it sounds cool. Sign me up. So I landed at this fashion tech startup. 5 days into the internship, I realized that I was never going to be a fashion designer. But I also realized that I was sort of interested / good at this technology thing. Maybe being an Indian sort of helped. What happened next? I was thinking that when I was 13, I also wanted to become a fashion designer. And when I was 15, I also wanted to become a computer engineer. Maybe it all worked out. The first lesson, accept all opportunities. You never know what it may lead to. 5 days, through this internship, this internship lasted barely few months and I made the measly 100 euros. But there was one thing that was certain. I enjoyed this world of marketing. I thought there is nothing better in this world other than the profession of marketing. Where else could you use creativity and technology to solve real-world issues? But as I say it aloud, I feel like in every profession you have to be creative and use technology. But for the sake of this evening, we will think that marketing is great. I love it. I love it. I think marketing is a science and an art. And it's fantastic. So here's the second lesson. Or was it lesson 3? Second lesson. The second lesson is you have to embrace the unknown. When I graduated, I was at a crossroad. Now I knew I wanted to do something marketing related, media related, but I didn't know what it exactly was. I met a friend for a coffee. I didn't really talk to her that much, but we decided to sort of catch up after our graduation. And the next thing I know, that we opened a marketing agency the next day. We just decided this is what we are going to do. And 4 days into this agency, we got our first paying client. And I was on the top of the moon. Here I come, Forbes, 30 under 30. Yeah. Probably the craziest thing that I did. Slightly crazier, slightly less crazier than I had an argument with this friend. I left the job, packed my bags, and moved to Poland. Here's what I think. There was a point in my life where I wanted to be in Poland very badly. I know, right? Surprising choice. Don't ask me why. I was here for the first time in 2010, came back in 2013, moved back to India in 2015, and moved back again to Poland in 2017. Now that's called dedication. So being here, so for example, if a decade ago, if you'd have told me or my parents that I would be a marketer living in Poland, we would probably laugh you out of the town. But in all of this, there are two things that stand straight. What are those two things? One, there are surprises at every step, and it's super fun. You just have to accept those surprises. The second thing, if you are super dedicated or motivated about something, or if you have a goal in mind, you got to chase it. But you have to chase it in a way like you're running a marathon. Because the fun is in the journey, not the destination. And if you tell me should there be a time machine and would I go back and change something? Absolutely nothing. I'm only getting started. Thank you.